and welcome back to Mab's Tea Party, the channel run by a girl who does not drink tea. I'm Madison, and today I am back with another Wishable review video. If you've never seen a Wishable before, they are small, collectible Disney plush toys. I have a whole video about Wishables and what they are, so check that out if you're curious. This collection just came out this past Tuesday on May the 4th, Star Wars Day, and of course, it was Star Tours themed. It's worth noting here that this set is based off of the Star Tours attraction, not the Star Wars movies. This set doesn't include Rey or Kylo Ren or Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker. None of that. This is exclusively characters that appear within the Star Tours attraction. So like I did in my last Wishable review video, today I'm going to be ranking these Wishables and reviewing them as I rank them. There are 6 Wishables overall in this set, and honestly, I think it was a really good lineup. I really like this set, so I hope you do too. Before I begin, I'm just going to show you guys the bag that it comes in real quick, because I know some people like to collect the bags, so I kept them this month. So this is what they look like. They have the characters on them, and then when you flip them over, it has the characters on the back. All right, moving on to the actual Wishables. Okay, so at the bottom of the list, number 6 in this set is the Stormtrooper. Now it's worth noting that I really do enjoy every single plush in this set. There's not one that I dislike at all. Because it's the weakest does not mean that it is bad by any means. This was an excellent set. So now that that's out of the way, yeah, Stormtrooper guy. I really like him overall. Again, he's got some really good detailing. They've gotten really detailed with these Wishables. His head is a little bit big and it feels a little clunky to me. And his eyes don't have the regular circular shape. So he's not as cute as some of the other Wishables. Like, he's more of a novelty. He's not cute. Disney's gotten into this weird habit in the past few months of creating Wishables that just aren't cute, and that kind of defeats the whole purpose of them. I talked about this in my video last month when I was reviewing the Guardians of the Galaxy Wishables, but some of them just weren't cute, and I have an issue with that because the whole point of these is that they're cute. So if you're gonna make a Stormtrooper, he's gotta be a cute Stormtrooper. All right, next up, number 5 in this set is Rex. Now, if you've never seen this little guy before, that is because he is ride specific. He's not in any of the movies. So unless you're a Disney Parks fan, you probably don't know who this is. I like him a lot though. He's got a lot of detail on him. This might be one of the most detailed Wishables I've ever seen. There's a lot of parts to him, lots of stitching, lots of appendages. So I really do appreciate the detail that they put into this Wishable and to the set as a whole. This is a really great set. So once again, I love this Wishable and I love the novelty of it. I love getting Wishables that are not based on any movie at all and they can only be found in the parks. So stuff like this is top tier for me. The only issue that I have with him are his little arms. They're made of a different material. They're a bit harder, and I understand they had to make them sturdy enough that they would stick out like that. But it does make him not as squishy and plush, and that's the only issue that I have with him. Number 4 is C3po. Okay, we're now getting into the ones that I really, really love. He's cute. He's a droid. We love C3po. And just look at him. Again, so much detail on this set. They really went all in, and I really appreciate that. He's got some stitching on the face. And what I was worried about with this set is when they made the droids, that it was going to be the same material that Star-Lord's mask was made of. You see him here, this like more rough, not as soft material. But I was pleasantly surprised. He is perfectly soft, perfectly plush. I love him. Number 3, we have the red Starspeeder. So this is the current ride vehicle that Star Tours is in. The ride vehicle Wishables are kind of my weakness. I love them more than the average Wishable. So I'm really biased, okay? But I love him. Look at the expression on his face. He's so like spunky. And I love the coloring of him. I love that it actually looks like the ride vehicle because this is kind of a weird ride vehicle to try to replicate, but I'm so happy that they did. He's fantastic, and he's adorable, and I love him. Number 2 is R2-D2. R2-D2 is the standalone for this set, so you don't have to feel for him at all. He's really easy, but yeah, I love him. He is absolutely adorable. The cutest little droid wishable I could have ever asked for. The only issue at all that I have with R2-D2 is his eye is not sewn in. It's just printed onto the material. And I really like with the wishables that their eyes are stitched in. This just feels a little cheap to me. But otherwise, he's absolutely adorable, and I love him so much. And number 1, the gray old ride vehicle. For some reason, this one's just my favorite. I can't really tell you why. My best reasoning is that he's just adorable. Look at that little face. He's so happy. Also, something fun about this wishable is there were some mistakes. Some of them have the face of the other ride vehicle that's kind of smirking a little bit, and it was, I guess, a mistake from the factory, but lots of people have been getting those. So you could potentially get a mistake, which is really cool. I didn't, I wasn't that lucky, but yeah, I still love him. He's just so cute, and he's the only one in this set that has blush. I don't know why they didn't put any blush on any of these wishables. That's kind of a weird problem that I have with this set. The wishables usually blush, but I don't really feel like that's a dip in quality necessarily. I just think it's a shift in quality that I'm not exactly happy with. Back to what I was saying. He's so cute, so fun, and I love the vintage Star Tours, the old stuff that doesn't exist anymore. I'm so happy we're getting wishables for this stuff, so just for the novelty again, he's like up there. So real quickly before I go, I'm just going to talk about how I felt each of these bags to determine what was inside, so that if you want a set for yourself, you can feel the bags and determine what you were getting. This set was actually really easy to feel as compared to a lot of other sets where they may be shaped very similarly. This one was incredibly easy to tell, and I was able to get the entire set in one purchase, and I didn't really buy very many extra bags either. Okay. So I'm gonna start out with the Stormtrooper and C3po. These two are very similar, but there are some ways that you can tell the difference. So these are the only two in the set that have legs. So if you have them in a bag, feel for legs. If there are legs, it's either the Stormtrooper or C3po. So that's a good way to narrow it down big time. So once you get it narrowed down, you're like, it's either the Stormtrooper or C3po. If you have two bags in your hands that both have legs and you're trying to determine which is which, feel their heads. I don't know if you can tell, but the Stormtrooper head is massive compared to C3po's. It's a lot bigger, and it's also a lot more angular. C3po's is very flat. So that's the easiest way to tell, honestly. Once you know that there's legs, you know that it's one of these two, feel the head. If it's smaller and squishier, probably C3po. If it's got a lot of angles and it's a little bit harder and it's bigger, it's probably the Stormtrooper. Next up is Rex. So this one is, again, really, really easy to feel for because if you feel, there's no legs. So it's either him or the ride vehicles, but what you can do, just kind of determine the shape of it. The way that I was able to tell super easy are his arms. You can feel the arms through the bag. If you feel them, it's Rex. Easy as that. I mentioned this already, but R2-D2 was out of the blind bag, so no feeling necessary for him. Next are the ride vehicles. Now these are virtually impossible to tell which one you're getting. As much as you can feel the bags with a variant, you're not going to be able to tell which one you're getting. It's kind of luck of the draw. So honestly, the only extra bags that I got were the Star Speeders that I knew were the Star Speeders because I wanted to make sure I got both colors. So the easiest way to tell is when these are in the bag, they have virtually no shape whatsoever. The others all have legs, they have arms, it's easy to tell. that they're not one of these guys. These feel different than anything else in the set. If you go up to the bag, just kind of squish it, very flat, pillowy, feels like you're kind of squishing a marshmallow within the bag. It's probably one of these guys. There's no legs, no arms, nothing to grab onto. If it's just squishy and fun, it's a Star Speeder. So that is all for my Wishable review for the month of May. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, share it with a friend or maybe consider subscribing. Next month, I'll be back with another Wishable review and they're releasing cars. So I'm so excited to get that set. And thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you next Friday. Bye!